Hello everyone, Glieken here, and we are going to be bringing you a Cons of Tarkir draft in celebration, well not in celebration, in remembrance of it leaving. It's Fate Reforged Cons. Shadows of Innistrad comes out next weekend on Moto, and so we're going to go with our farewell to Cons of Tarkir. Here it's between Kolagon, Cloudform, Swiftwater Cliffs, and Grim Contest for me, because I love Sultai. But we're going to go with Kolagon. It's just very, very strong cards, as most of the rares in Fate Reforged are. And hopefully it'll just kind of naturally flow. Probably just taking this Blood Cliffs here, that way, or Bloodfell Caves. Cleave Cliffs. There we go. Taking these Bloodfell Caves. That way, even if we don't end up, like, I'm very much one to take fixing very early in this format. Ugin's Construct is another decent pickup, as well as Merciless Executioner. Temur Battle Rage is okay to have. Like, I like having maybe one in my deck. I'm not that big a fan of Martyr Scout. There aren't that many other decent cards here. So really it's between, for me, the Bloodfell Caves and the Ugin's Construct. And I value fixing very highly in this format. Because that way, even if we even if we end up just in, like, say we get a good Temur deck, we'll still be able to play this Kolagon if we get decent fixing. Here's between, in fact, pretty much just Reach of Shadows. Taking a removal spell. Could take this Grim Contest, because it's favoritism. But just take this instant speed removal spell. Don't really want Blossoming Sands when we have no reason to take it. Right in the Beam is okay. Grim Contest is okay. It shares one of our colors, but Jund is not a clan. Or I mean, we can just Jund them, but we're gonna go with the Reach of Shadows. Stay on color, take a removal spell. Here, I am a fan of Sipsig Muckdraggers. Probably a little bit more than most. Or we can take the Swiftwater Cliffs. I'm gonna go with the Sipsig, especially since we already have a bomb. It's good to... Gravedigger is definitely better when you have a card that people want to kill. And... to me, it'd be between that, the Swiftwater Cliffs, the Whisper of the Wilds, and that would really be it. Maybe the collateral damage or these white cards since Kolagon kind of pushes us towards Mardu. But we're going to stay on color, and this card is decent. Especially if we don't end up with more... Ooh, wow, that is a late Heel Cutter. I'm going to take that Heel Cutter. Especially if we don't end up with more Delve cards. If this are only Delve cards, then this is a really good card. But yeah, we're going to take the Heel Cutter. Best red common in the set. I would value a Heel Cutter more than Bathe in Dragonfire. Yeah. Thousand Gloom. Good black. We're gonna be nice and removal heavy. Could take this Dismal Backwater in case we want to start looking at any blue cards, but Thousand Gloom is just a solid card. We can end up in a good two-color deck here. We definitely would rather a Mardu land, like the red-white land or the black-white land, over if we're gonna pick up any more lands. Here I can take collateral damage, Dragonbell Monk, Soul Summons. I kind of like taking the collateral damage just because it keeps us to the two colors that we have. Because if we end up a two-color deck, that'd be great. And collateral damage isn't... I don't mind having one in the deck, depending on what else is in our deck. Especially if we pick up a... cards with when they die synergies. Ooh, here's between the Yeti and the Battle Rage. I think we're just going to take... I don't see us playing green or blue permanents, so we're going to take the Battle Rage. But with collateral damage, if we pick up like one of the Sidisi's faithful, Sultai emissaries, if one of those comes back around, then collateral damage was pretty decent with them. Fierce move, return target creature cover graveyard, dragon, put two. We have synergy there. But I think we just take this Gorswine. Gorswine, especially if we picked up a Team of Battle Rage. If we get a second Team of Battle Rage, we'll probably take it over most things. Just try and combo people out. Dash out Kolagon. Team of Battle Rage something. See, I think of the things that I remember being in the packs, we want the in terms of off-color cards, we'd rather the white cards like the Soul Summons or the Dragonmail Monks. But in terms of on-color cards, we would love to see one of those Zigzag or Sultai emissaries come back. It says nothing. Now I can play a Remark. Could potentially side in this Tasker's Cruelty or the Zigzag Host. Or just hate this Return to Earth. I'm just gonna take this Tasker's Cruelty. Take this dragon as a lightning bolt. Like, most likely not gonna play it, but if we end up aggressive enough, it's not the worst. By lightning bolt, I mean lava axe. Pick up another collateral damage. This is not the kind of deck I like to draft in this format. I like being Sultai. Free, okay, 2-drop. Bear with downside. Still a bear. Come on, Sultai Emissary. Show me Sultai Emissary. Oh. We got 2-drops, not the 2-drops we want. In a way, we're just, like, we're really not even truly black. These 3 black cards, playing Kolagon. So, mana, like, we can really kind of go any way with this deck still. Not the best first pack, but that generally happens with Fate Reforged, is you get your strong picks within the first, like, 4 or 5 picks, and then the rest of Fate Reforged packs just aren't that exciting. So here we're definitely going to try and look to pick up some more power. We can pick up this Des drop, this Ascendancy. Ascendancy is actually kind of interesting. Leafy Master wouldn't take this early. It's between Dead Drop and Ascendancy for me. Maybe even this Barrage of Boulders, but I think we have 1 Delve and a few removal spells already. We do have the collateral damage to help feed the Dead Drop, and something tells me that Ascendancy, it's possible that Ascendancy actually just comes back around, where Dead Drop is definitely not coming around. If Ascendancy doesn't come around, then we'll be able to get like a Leafy Master or something like that. We're going to take this Dead Drop. Yeah, Dead Drop it is. Here we'll take a Ruthless Ripper most likely. Could take the Scoured Barons as well, or this Bring bring low. We kind of just need some more creatures going on. We only have 7, 2 of which are smoldering Ifrits. Yeah, we're just gonna take a Ruth. Rage of Spoils. We don't have any warriors yet. We have actual 0 warriors. Yeah, so to me, this pick is between the Bring Low, the Ruthless Ripper, and the Scoured Barons. We still don't have technically any white yet, so we'll take the Ruthless Ripper. Active Treason might not be off. We have 2 collateral damages. I think I'm actually going to take this Active Treason. We're also quite aggressive currently in terms of just big guys and then Temur Battle Rage, Bastion with Heel Cutters and Gologons. We get to steal their guy and have 2 collateral damages. This could be, this could actually work out for us. Yeah, I'll take this Active Treason. Here I'll take this second Bloodfell Cave. Has a late Savage Punch. Bloodfire Expert also isn't awful, but we only have 1 fixing so far, and if we pick up a Ponyback Brigade, we'd love to have that in our deck. Got Krumar or Trumpet Blast? I think we just take the Trumpet Blast. Again, kind of like thinking ahead to if we get a Ponyback Group Brigade. Yeah, we're just gonna be this awkwardly aggressive. The thought that the next pick for me is Lamasu or Smite the Monstrous. Yeah, we'd love to see a brigade, or just creatures. Creatures is really what we need. Alright, Warshrieker is not that bad. Yep, and that's just going to be the best pick for our deck here. Skull Hunters fits well in our deck. This is an early drop, probably replaces these Smoldering Ifrits, gets creatures down. Yep. So now we're really, like, I'm pretty sure the only thing that we're going to be splashing for, take this Arrow Storm, is some form of Bomb Mardu rare, like if we get a Butcher of the Horde or something along those lines. The only other thing I could see us splashing for would be a Ponyback Brigade of sorts. I don't think we would splash for a Martyr Charm or anything like that. Just... Okay, we got our 2-drop back. Could take this Barrage of Boulders to force through, but I think we just need a 2-drop. Just get some aggro going. Switch out these Smoldering Ifrits for Leaping Masters. Might even still play these Smoldering Ifrits. I love this card so much, and this card also just beats my deck, and we can bring it again against other decks, but this card's just going to be a little bit better, I think. Yeah. We'll just get this Mentor out of here so we... Yeah, it's big enough. I might play it. Don't think I've ever actually played that card, and don't think I'm going to start today. But you never know. Hey, Modern Playable. So, now we're just really just looking to be, Ooh, Soren. You're splashable. I would consider you A splashable card. If Soren were in the pack, we'd probably take this debilitating injury. And yeah, that would be just about it. But yeah, we'll take the Soren. And now we'll pick up Scoured Barrens or the red-white one. A little bit higher. Even this Mystic Monastery. See, we're potentially get a Marge's Skull Hunter or red-white fixing for a Soren. I think we just take the red-white fixing. This can probably come back around, or if not, then Leaping Master will come back around. Fair Revelation is also fine. But yeah, we want this Soren in our deck. That doesn't give us colors we want. Mardu Rough Rider is another card I have a splash for, though. Over Valley Dasher. Yeah, that seems fine. Currently, we don't really want to play this Unyielding Krumar. Is that the only card that we're really looking to cut right now? Valley Dasher or Barrage of Boulders? I think just a creature. Yeah, we'll take the Dasher. We're taking red, white, or black, white fixing over everything right here. Because we're going to get another... We even just have other playables in our sideboard. It's the wrong color. I think we just take the Saltite Scavenger over this Dasher. Another thing to end the game. It does give us a lot of Delve. But we also have Collateral Damage, which can get 2 things in our graveyard to help fuel it. And this is also just fine on 5 or 6. Definitely something to keep in mind. This is going to be one that I'm going to, I will wait a little bit more to cast it than, since I know that these two are the big, that Dead Drop and the Sibsig are the big payoffs for our graveyard being full. Really just low. One more fixer. Canyon Lurkers is fine in our deck. I like that better than these smaller Ifrits, and probably over this Kumar as well. Just a 4/2 puncher. Oh, you want this Lightning Trigger out of there. Get it there. I could potentially see us not playing these white cards if we don't get another fixer and just playing like the Lightning Shriek or the smaller Ifrit. But given that we have 2 Bloodfell Caves of different arts, which kind of bugs me. But given we have 2 Bloodfell Caves, we'll be able to put like a Plains or 2 into our deck as well. So we should Horde Amber, sure. Or another Active Treason. Active Treason goes well with our collateral damage, but I think it's actually close. You just want the creature. Probably just take out this Unyielding Krumar. It does really nothing in our deck. Okay, take this Active Treason. Dragon's Grip is a thought. But with the collateral damages, Active Treason is better for our deck. Not sure what we cut here. Might probably just cut this this Rough Rider. Or maybe just main deck 1 Active Treason, bring the other one in if our opponent's like trying to go big. Or just cut this Valley Dasher. Probably just cut this Valley Dasher. Oh, Grimrock Swiftwing. I played you in Standard. It was great. for memories. For the actual draft, I've taken the land there just to deny some of our competition some fixing. There are 2 Leaping Masters. I'm cutting something. I think we want to keep like our... I think we just cut like one of our 5 drops. Or like the Sultai Scavenger might not make the cut. Maybe War Shrieker doesn't. Maybe Rough Rider does. I mean, Rough Rider is a very strong effect. I mean, like, we can even like do something. Just bring in all of our 2 drops. Cut all of this late game. But I think that's a little bit too aggressive. If we end up against like a very controlling deck, that's an option. I definitely want our Sipsig. Definitely want our Sipsig, and definitely want this. I think we keep that cut. Let's see, what's our... Oh, I think we take out this Trumpet Blast. This Trumpet Blast is much worse since we didn't get any token makers. There's 13 creatures. Sorin makes creatures. This is actually a 3-drop. This can be a 3-drop. This can be a 3-drop. This steals creatures. Yeah, I think the Trumpet Blast just doesn't work out for us. And are we being too cute with this Active Treason collateral damage combo? I definitely like the 2 Active Treasons because our guys are small, and so we'll be able to turn them into lightning bolts. And we also are getting tokens with Sorin. It's possible that we just want another... Do we want Valley Dashers over the Leaping Masters? No. I can see us bringing in just another Valley Dasher. Valley Dasher taking out one of the Active Treasons. Bring in the Active Treason. Yeah, we're kind of just playing a standard combo deck of Active Treason, your big guy, Temur Battle Rage it, then fling it at you. Maybe Reach of Shadows is too slow for us, but we don't really have big card removal. I think we just start playing like Active Treason as a burn spell. I think I'm gonna try this. It feels very creature-like, which is what I'm afraid of. I think if I were actually at GP, I'd be playing more of these 2-drops and cut an Active Treason just to be more aggressive. But this is our farewell to cons, so let's say farewell with Active Treason collateral damage. Like, it's probably right to just cut this Team of Battle Rage. So we only have 1, 2... Oh, we do have that. That's Team of Battle Rage is juicy. Plus, any big thing that they play, that's 5 mana, has so much damage. Yeah, we're just going to try and combo our opponents out. That's what we're going to do today. Alright, so we want 10 red sources. We're going to total of 3. So this is 10 red sources. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10 red sources, which ensures us that we'll get red mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 black sources and 3 white sources for 2 white cards. I think that's actually pretty good. Especially since we're light enough on black that we don't need black right away. The only thing that forces us to have black early is this Mardu Skull Hunter. Everything else, like, You'd like black for Dousing Gloom early, but everything else is a late game card. So having only 7 black sources seems fine. The 10 red seems important. Might even want to play 11, but given that all of our red except for Aerostorm is single red, we only really need 1 of it. So this is going to be our deck. I can definitely see us boarding into something more aggressive with our 2 drops, or boarding into something more control-y, with like Tasigur or Tasiger's Cruelty, and just some like, and do a full return if we go against that. But we probably just would bring in just more aggro, like lots of aggro, bring in this do a full return to rebuy our aggro, and take out like the Rough Rider or things like that. But this is our deck, and we will see you for round number 1. Why can't I submit it? Did I already submit it? See you for round number 1.